Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin in Tucson, Arizona, oldpueblocoin.com, tucsoncoinshow.com. Let's have some fun today, guys. Today I have something I haven't really done yet. We haven't sent many coins in for grading to CACG, CAC Grading. And also, I just want to note that we haven't really done much in the way of cracking out. So these guys here, this is a popcorn episode. Get that popcorn ready. Snap into a Slim Jim, do what you got to do, because right now we're about to go ahead and look at, I think, about 35-ish Morgan dollars that were all graded previously. Most all of these are ours. I think the only one here that is not is this 1886, which was ACG graded 65. And overall, a very pleasing coin. And it is at 63 by the CAC Grading Companies. I found that one to be a little bit strict, I'm not going to lie, but we'll go on from here and you'll see that we went ahead and got a bunch of these weird funky holders. NNC is one of them, 78S in a 67PL. You can predict grades. And just take a look along with me what you think on some of these guys here. Has a nice surface quality to it. Quite a few contact marks. But overall, pretty appealing coin, I thought. 64, not a bad grade. I think it's a nice looking coin. We were somewhat selective in that I didn't throw any coins in here that I thought were going to just get slaughtered. For the most part, I was putting coins in that I thought had a decent shot at getting a straight grade. Next up, we've got Rainbow Road here, 78S in 67 Rainbow. And they're not wrong. You know, this is the type of coin that, as long as it straight grades, it's got a chance to be someone's little special something here, because the coin itself has really nice toning on the obverse, the type of bright multicolored toning that people really enjoy. The reverse of the coin, much more muted at first. You do get some angles with some toning to it. Rainbow Road, 67. How about a 64? I think that's a pretty nice coin, and actually I like that one quite a bit. I think a 64 is a good grade, and I think it's a type of coin that's going to find a new home pretty easily on that guy. Next up is 79.0 and 63. So 79.0, one of the few dates in here that's a little bit tougher to get. Coin that has a decent amount of chatter on it. You know, lots of little marks like there and throughout the fields. This guy came back a, drum roll please, these big lips on these coins make it very hard to move. 62. That's it. That's all you get. There it is, 62. So that was an ICG. A lot of these coins are this off-brand NNC company. So here's a 67 in 1881. Philly. So the Philly mint's going to be a little bit tougher than you're used to seeing the 81 San Francisco minted coin. And you'll see this guy has a lot of your stereotypical bag marks that you'll see on an 81 Philly, kind of scattered around, but overall pretty nice looking coin. The obverse is, I think, very clean. Small marks, but no big distracting marks. So I think I would have called that a 3. So this is something that we may see become thematic with these. There's an outside shot that some of these coins will not be available for sale. If they are, you'll just click on the description of the video, and then a drop-down menu will drop down. That's why it's called a drop-down menu. Whew, I know, complicated. And there'll be links to these. But CAC Grading is becoming pretty well known for being really tough on surface quality. And anytime it sees something it doesn't like, it will put a label on there saying questionable. And so there's an outside shot, since you guys really like it so much, that I might go ahead and pick a few of these out to send into another grading company. So this 82 Philly, NNC graded 66, questionable surface obverse. So I can tell you what it is that they see, but I can also tell you coins that I see that are getting straight graded elsewhere. Is sometimes when they see that white frostiness to the front of the coin, right on the face, they're going to call that questionable. It's tricky for me because, so they're saying that something is put over the surface there, possibly. I don't like it when it's questionable. That Q letters really throws me off a lot because I like it to say yes or no for me. UCGS, that's my favorite school. 1882 Carson City, a 69 star PL. Come on, y'all. You got to give it up for that. I mean, go big or go home. As long as you're going to just make up grades. This is like an MS78 right now. Make it happen. Actually, quite the proof-like reverse. I mean, a really nice kind of satiny field with some proof-likeness to it. 63, so they got a straight grade on there. That's good. I mean, straight grades we'll take while we can in this adventure. And speaking of adventure, this 82S was in a 66 Numis Trust Corporation holder. And overall, see how we did here. 65. So this one's kind of wild for me because this one, from a 6 to a 5, I've seen coins like this, especially on 82S, is graded 4. Not that I'm saying it's a 4. It's a nice coin. It's a nice coin overall. But it is, I'm just comparing that to some of the other coins that we're going to look at today. This 1883 Philly in 66 by NNC has a cool reverse to it. I mean, both sides are cool. Don't want to exclude anybody. But definitely has that blue halo effect around all of the devices is really cool. And then it's just, it almost looks like a graphic designer had a field day with this one. I want to make a cool t-shirt. Got an image for me? Boom, done. This guy, 62. So the nice thing is it's straight graded. And at this point, that's kind of all you can ask for. I'm also intrigued by this one. It's a hard coin to grade because of the toning. The reverse looks uncirculated. The obverse looks a little bit like a 58 to me on that guy. So, not being critical. I mean, I guess actually I'm being critical. 83cc and an NNC 66. Oh, a little bit of a crescent moon action on the back there, kind of darker. Hung details, questionable surfaces. So once again, note that really, really white looking cheek. I think the thing for me on these guys is trying to tell the difference between what is a nice original frosted and what is the so-called questionable surfaces. By the way, that is a strike through right there. Right there in the middle, that is a strike through of some kind, ever so faint. Yeah. So I think that's got nice finish to it. All right. Next up, we've got an 84O in NNC 66. Down to a 64. This one is a pretty basic, no holds, no flags. The play stands as marked. All right, as long as Patrick Mahomes isn't involved, it's a fair call. 98O in 67 by NNC. And we shall see again here, I think. See, I can't remember if this coin's straight graded or not. Oh, see, that's wild. So once again, talking about that surface quality and when they see a white cheek and when they don't, and what they call original and what they don't. So ever vigilant, always learning. But overall, not too shabby, going from a 6 to a 5. How about another new Ms. Trust Corp in 66 on this 98.0? A little bit of toning. A lot more toning. $66 down to a 64. But like I said before, really at the end of the day, getting straight grades on some of these is going to just be the key. Here is a 79S in 65. One of those coins that's always kind of easy to get a nicer grade, the 79S. Here we go, questionable surfaces again, y'all. You know, and they're not calling for any type of coverage, PVC. They're just saying questionable surfaces. You know, I'd love a little bit more than that. But like I said, usually with the questionable surfaces that we've seen, the things that I've been shown is that it's that whiteness on the cheek. Now, this coin doesn't have that same effect on it. The color, there's no color palette difference between the field and the cheek on this one. You know, versus, oh man, I stack these up. That's too many deep. Too many deep. I can't unstack. The matrix. I can't. The matrix. Okay, so here is a National Numismatic Cert NNC 66PL. First observation, definitely not a 66. Lots of little stuff going on in this coin. And not so sure I would call it a PL on the obverse. The reverse has got a nice PL resistance. 64. Okay, that's a nice looking coin. Got the straight grade. All you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. Next up, NNC 67. Once again, quite a bit of activity on this cheek. So the thing that has me confused about the old white thing that I've been taught about the cheeks here is that, you know, you see a lot of that contrast on a coin like this where the devices have a lot more white than the fields. And I consider that normally to be just kind of a normal contrast. Questionable surfaces, obverse only. Okay, here we go. They got more detailed, obverse. Here again, that's that frosted finish that they're talking about. Coming all the way across, you can see it up in the hairline and on the cheek. And in theory, that's some type of very light something that's smeared over the coin to get the coin to look different. Next up, we have, believe it or not, we've got a UCG 79 MS70 proof-like obverse. Yeah, these guys, they just don't mess around. UCGS. Do we get a straight grade on that? Look at that, 66. Straight grade. Have that really nice area here where there's just some nice gentle flow all the way over the coin. And then the back behind her head is really lovely too. Here is an NNC in an 1880 66PL. Once again, comments on this here. Flashy and PL are two different things. I mean, this is just very lustrous. You know, it does have, I know there's a few of you who don't like the term semi-PL, but there's some gradation of proof-like. You know, by definition, there has to be a little bit of a gradation. They call this one cleaned. I mean, maybe after this, you guys can all review the video and tell me which coins you think I should send in for a review to either PCGS or NGC. I wonder if I should just take some of these ones here and see if they'll straight grade. All right, next up an 80S and a 65. Okay, I'm feeling like that has the whiteness on the cheek. Questionable color, obverse. Questionable surfaces, obverse. Sorry, questionable color. I'm just so used to getting that on stuff. Well, I mean, until I get my hot tub time machine, I'm not going to be able to see these coins rolling off the press to understand exactly whether that is or isn't. I think what I need to do is make a trip down to Virginia Beach and just find out from the man, like, show me how that's done so I understand. Like, I see the contrast here and I see how this is not the same white as is on those. But I'm just wondering how many coins are certified with that white finish to the cheek that I already own, have sold. You know, that's the question for me. So this was in a was an ICG 65 holder. And we've got, get out of there, buddy. He's got a little stickum on the back here. We will never know. Oh, look at that, 65 to 65. Got one to not only straight grade, but also grade across, grade for grade. NNC 66PL. The PL stands for please. Hung details cleaned. Okay, like this one might get on my list to send in and just see. Because I kind of feel like that can straight grade. Kind of maybe I'll actually consider making a group here of coins to, you know, I know I do it all for you guys. All right, are you all seeing the white finish? I'm seeing the white finish. Is it a straight finish or a white finish? 66, 65. All right, I've learned nothing in 3 minutes. This is why I find it a little bit harder to tell, because we have, you know, that white finish again over the cheeks on this coin. Oh boy, guess I should look at the back of a coin. So this guy actually looks like it's got some album toning that at one point in time it was in like a cardboard one where you just get the one side to tone over. 80S and a 66. This is feeling a whole lot more like a 64. Lots of, you know, they got lots of marks that just kind of pop up right away. When you see marks pretty obviously. And we got cleaned again, boys and girls. Cleaned, cleaned, cleaned. I just wonder out loud about how many of these would straight grade. All right, 80S. Here is another ICG and a 66 holder. I see here, this is the kiss of death. I'm going to tell you how much I like this cheek. I know when people talk about what they like about a woman, the cheek isn't the first thing that you think of. But as a numismatist, I can tell you for sure that I can't get this sticker off. Yeah, 66 to 66. That coin is lovely. That coin is really, really lovely. I like that coin a lot. Oh, we have a PCI holder, the old gold labels. These ones are actually usually pretty decent. 80S and 67. I would not recommend you buy those in 67, by the way. This 80S in a PCI holder. Some quite a bit of action there on the cheek. Interesting. Oh, look at that, 65 plus. So in the totality of the coin, I mean, it has really great fields all the way around. Once again, there's that contrast. Is the cheek white? Is it not white? Right here is interesting. Interesting coins. I mean, I'm feeling like a 5 is a good grade. A 5 plus is feeling a little bit generous to me on that one. All right, ADS and 67 PL. Yowzers. Okay, well, what have we here? We have a lot of different stuff going on, a lot of staining. Definitely have that semi-PL look to it on this coin here. Wah, 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 cleaned. There's actually a area here in front of her face that looks to me like it might have some hairlines that are dancing in a way that would lead you to call this coin cleaned. I'll put that in my maybe try again pile here. An ADS in a 67 PL by this NNC company. Mind you, these were the ones that I thought were a little bit better for the coins that were in these off-brand holders. There was a lot of this stuff that was just so schlocky that I wasn't even going to think about it. A little bit of a stain on it there. This is feeling actually quite a bit like a 5. Oh, the 4, that's okay. A little bit tough, I think, but pretty nice all around. All right, next up we've got our favorite, UCGS. All right, a 70 PL double die obverse. I don't know. I don't think this is a double die obverse. I didn't even look for that, but I think the engineer checked these for stuff like that, and he would have put that on there, I think. Whoa, 65 Areno. Look at that guy. Straight grade. I was just about, the label came off a little early there. That's like a wardrobe malfunction. To straight grade or not to straight grade, guys. That's the name of this game here today. And I will say that I am not coming away educated, and so I doubt you. Okay, the obverse has been played with. Look, see that whiteness? That's the whiteness, that frosted finish, like frosted flakes. That's what they don't like. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, see? Right after I said I didn't learn anything, I'm like my kid complaining about how they're going to do terrible on their exams, and then they get A's. I'm like, okay, whatever. Show off. All right, 81. Very interesting. So I'm going to maybe consider sending this one in also to a competitor. Let's see what they say. Okay, this is an 82cc in 66, and has some decent action going on in this coin. Also, I think it's been wiped. Yeah, so questionable surfaces obverse is interesting to me because like the obverse to me is okay. It's that reverse where I look at it and I'm like, this coin just feels like it's been wiped. You know, like they took a cloth to it. There's no hairlines, but it has that look where it just kind of goes a little bit black and white too fast. But the obverse to me, not so much. I wasn't questioning the obverse. Just questioning some of my life decisions here. 82.0, a 65 PL. Lots of chatter. This is feeling like just like a 63 plus type coin on this 82.0. 62. All right, yeah. They beat it up pretty good. 62. There you go. That's feeling like it. I like to see a 62 versus something that I don't know what the questionable question is here. Another 82.0. Lot of chatter. This was in a 65 NNC holder. Also feeling like a low-grade mint state coin, like a 62, 63. Cleaned obverse. Well, they called it out, which I like. They actually said cleaned obverse. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. All right, we've got, oh man, could this actually be the bottom of the pile? Yeah, I guess so. This 82S was in a CACG 65 DMPL. So deep mirror proof-like, which this is not deep, not mirrored, and not proof-like. So there's that, but other than that, it's great. 82S, feeling like a 64 type coin. There you go, 64. Well, 1 out of 1's not bad. On that last coin, guys, I am shooting 100%. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, leave your comments below. As always, I am Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.